First, let's get started by making sure our inputs are live. This is a follow-up from the last video. So when we go to inputs, I have input 6 selected here, and there's a mode selection. Make sure you change it from still or freeze back to live if you've loaded stills into those inputs. Now you can see on the multi-view, we have a live camera again. To use ProPresenter with the SE-4000 or another title creator or media device, first connect your computer to the SE-4000 via HDMI through one of the free HDMI ports in the back of the switcher. And then before opening ProPresenter, first make sure that your computer is outputting 4K to the Datavideo SE-4000. You can confirm this in the upper left-hand corner of the input that you connected. Here for us, it's input 3, and we can see that 3840 by 2160 is outputting the Datavideo SE-4000, which is 4K resolution. Now we can open ProPresenter. To connect ProPresenter to the SE-4000, above your presentation window, go to Screens, and then select Configure Screens. Your SE-4000 should be assigned as your audience screen in ProPresenter. Press the plus icon, and then you'll see the SE-4000. You can press Identify to confirm that this is in fact going to recognize the SE-4000 as its main output for audience or stage. So select the SE-4000, and then we can go ahead and delete this other screen, which is just my laptop being mirrored. So now we could test it. We could enable the audience screen. And now we see in the multi-view that the screen has gone blank and ProPresenter is now outputting to the SE-4000 through your laptop. So we could output slides to the SE-4000. We can bring it into program. And as you can see, we could switch between our slides and ProPresenter will act like any media player. Next, let's do Lumakey through ProPresenter. So what we can do is we can go ahead and bring in a graphic just like this. And then a little trick here, we can hit pause. And then when we hit play again, the graphic goes away. And that's how we can animate a lower third through ProPresenter into the SE-4000. But we don't have it keyed. So let's go back into Keyer. And let's do an assignment for key 2. So go to Keyer, we're going to select key 2, going to assign Luma, and then we're going to go ahead and put our key source as input 3 for ProPresenter, and then let's go ahead and bring in our key. So we brought in key 2, and it looks like our default settings on lift as 0 and gain as 1 have held up pretty great. The lift will define the value of black recognized by your switcher. Raising the lift above 0 will start keying out grays and colors, while lowering to 0 or below 0 will define the black as darker that your switcher will key out. Once you've set the lift to a value that will not darken the background image you are keying your graphic on top of, you could adjust the gain. Increasing the gain will adjust the light and white areas of your key image. Increasing the value of the gain will make the light areas more solid. Invert sets the Lumakey color from black to white when turned on. When it's turned off, it is set to keying out black. So Lumakey is great for bringing in lower thirds, simply using black as your background. But what if you want to incorporate black into your graphic? Then it would become transparent and it wouldn't really work. So we can use Chromakey instead for a background. So let's go ahead and in ProPresenter bring in our graphic over Chromakey. So we can bring it into input 3. So let's go ahead and go into our Keyer menu. And now let's select key number 3. So we're in key 3. Let's go to Keyer Control. It's set to chroma already. Make sure that it is. So now I want to do what I can to key out the green. So let's go ahead and bring in our announcer, our live feed into preview and program. Go to key source first and make sure that input 3 is selected. All right, all looks good. And let's bring in our key. So it seems that there's a little bit of a tint over our live feed. That's okay. Chromakey isn't always going to work right away. We're going to have to make some finite adjustments. So let's go over to the Chromakey icon. Let's go ahead and go over to the Chromakey submenu. So we have keyer 3 selected. That looks good. And we have keyer source as 3. Let's hit right again on the submenu, and we have our Chromakey setup. We have an option for CK Auto. So let's go ahead and give that a try. It's going to automatically detect the hue and the color of Chromakey that we have selected. And by the way that I made this is I exported a graphic out of After Effects and gave it a green background. All right, so CK Auto has finished. As we can see, our hue and our Luma settings have changed, and the Chromakey looks near perfect. Let's go ahead and bring it into our program feed, and there it is. It's looking pretty fantastic. Let me quickly go and put it into my output in full program so we can see. And as you can see, black is a dominant feature of this graphic, and it looks fantastic. All right, so that's how we do Chromakey on the Datavideo SE-4000 to bring in lower thirds, in addition to using Lumakey as another option for lower thirds. In the next video, we're going to go over how to create a full virtual set production with multiple angles using Chromakey, and we'll get more in depth on how to do Chromakey on the SE-4000 and take advantage of all of its keyers. Thanks for watching.